Is it time to create something different with your life and your body? Right Body for You will inspire you and invite you to a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Ready? Let's go. Here's your host, Donnielle.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to Right Body for You. I'm your host, Donnielle, as the voice said before, in case you didn't figure that one out. And thank you for joining me now today in the past, in the present, or the future, whenever you're listening to the show. I'm always so grateful that you took the time to tune in, listen in, and explore the amazing possibility of bodies. You know, for me, my exploration with my body, I mean, technically, I guess you could say began with my birth, because that's, when I got a body, or conception. I don't know, not a theological debate today. Anyway, but we're really starting to explore bodies in a different way, because, my mother was a health talk nutritionist. So when I was 10, she was supposed to die. That's what the doctors told her. She was sick. She was told, get your affairs in order, go home, and there's nothing we could do for you anymore, because she was always kind of a little sick. She was never quite as healthy as she desired to be earlier in life, which is interesting. Later in life, she was much better, but earlier in life, she wasn't. She always used to say she was born with a Pinto body. With those of you who might not get that reference, Pinto was a car that didn't have a really good reputation for running. It broke down a lot and things like that. She always used to joke that she had a Pinto body. And so when she got the diagnosis of put your affairs in order, go home, say goodbye to your kids, because you're going to die, there's nothing we can do for you, she went, that doesn't actually work for me. And she embarked on a journey of exploring different possibilities with bodies. She went to a nutritionist. Well, first, she hear her tell the story. It's amazing. She went straight from the doctor's office to the library because, there wasn't internet then. So she went to the library in the good old card catalog, because they didn't even have, the searchable database then either. To the card catalog and started looking up health and nutrition and different ways to change your body. And yes, she went to a nutritionist. She even wrote a couple health books. And then she started in on a health talk radio show that ran for 27 years. So when I tell you that I began really my exploring of bodies over 30 years ago, this is what I mean. I've spent actually my entire life talking to people about bodies, different ways to treat it, different ways to be with it, different ways to explore it, different ways to change it, heal it, manipulate it, or just really, what else is actually possible with a body. And, for the longest time, what was interesting is in this exploration of me and my body is I didn't actually pay attention to my body. Yes, folks, it sounds like a bad joke somewhere. I get that. But I didn't actually really pay a lot of attention to my body, which is interesting given I grew up with a nutritionist mother who interviewed all these amazing people. And so literally through our house and our lives were this stream of amazing people who were working for the betterment of bodies, for the change of bodies. Some created their own modalities. Some were, facilitators or practitioners of other modalities, and some combined everything, authors of various books, medical doctors, nutritionists, homeopaths, herbalists, naturopaths, people who like to sit underneath crystals, people who think we're from some other galaxy, you name it, I've played it and I've explored with it. And so what was really interesting about this is that I didn't actually acknowledge my body in any way. The more I knew about bodies, the more I actually tried to hide from my body, which, if you guys haven't figured that out yet, it's really hard to hide from your body when technically you're kind of with your body all the time, right? I mean, hello, you're awake, you're present with this body, I hope, in some way. And, and a lot of people think that they're not. I just did a free telecall Zoom event, and somebody said in the chat room, she's like, I'm never present with my body. I don't even know if I have a body. And I'm like, well, when you need to pee, you are more present with your body than you give yourself credit for. And so what's interesting is I did all of this exploration, education, and yet I forgot to do one of the main things was say hi to my body, enjoy my body, be with my body in any way, and allow it to be a contribution to the creation of my life, a contribution to the world, and not just something that I have to drag around like a piece of meat hanging on a hook in the cold freezer, and I can't believe I'm stuck with this. And so it's really once I started taking classes by Access Consciousness and then Right Body for You, because Right Body for You is a specialty class of Access Consciousness. And in that, for the first time, honestly, after all of these people, all of these years, hearing these amazing things that you guys was creating and is creating a lot of change for a lot of people, I, for the first time, heard the words, well, it affects your body. Why don't you ask your body what it would like? And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, your body has a consciousness of its own. What if you would be willing to ask it, like, what it wants to eat? Because who eats, you or your body? And I'm like, what? Brain fried, noodle, poof, right? And I was like, wait, oh, wow. I've never heard that. It was really a first-time concept for me, and someone who had heard a lot, right? Someone who had experienced a lot. And so a different sort of journey began with me and my body in that moment of your body has a consciousness of its own. Why don't you ask it what it would desire? I'm like, oh, wow. And now I get to, and my body changed, people's bodies change. And now I get to travel the world facilitating classes, doing radio shows like this that actually contribute to people changing their body, healing their body, and really being present with their body in a completely different way. And so thank you for being willing to explore this with me now, in the past, or in the future, whenever it was you chose to listen to this radio show. Because really this radio show today is all about acknowledging your body and allowing it to contribute to you. Because the topic for today is tips to help your body help you create money. Now, wrap your noodle around that one a little bit. Tips to help your body help you create money. What? Tips to help you, yes, I'm talking to you, to help your body help you create money. I get it. But I have a question for you. Who actually benefits from the money you have and the money you spend? And, I know I said in the write-up, I'm not talking about your spouse or your children or anything like that. Because, well, yes, they may benefit, but is it who actually benefits from it? Okay? So who actually benefits from your money and your finances? Your body does. Because would you, or your children's bodies, or your spouse's bodies. I can hear your heads. I get it. But would you need to buy food if you didn't have a body? Look at all the things that you use money for, you spend money on, and how much of it goes over to taking care of your body. Like I said, would you need food? Would you need a roof over your head? Mortgages, rent, things like that, if you didn't have a body? Would you need to buy clothes? Would you need to sorry, sometimes I can't read at the same time. Would you need to buy clothes? Would you need to get pedicures? I got one yesterday. Would you need to buy chairs, buy furniture? Think about it. How much of the money you spend goes over to the care, feeding, and nurturing of your body? I've asked this question in a lot of classes, and really anybody has yet to find anything as to it doesn't impact or affect the body in some way. Some people are like, well, what about education? Like, well, I don't know about you, but my education directly affects my body and the things I do and the things I be. Okay. And so for me, it's really been interesting. I would say a good 98% of everything that you do and spend money on impacts or affects your body. Okay. So my question with this is, would you be willing to allow your body to contribute to the creation and generation of finances? Okay. To the creation and generation of money, to the creation and generation of wealth. Okay. And I don't mean that you have to go out and sell your body and be, a prostitute or hooker. If you want to, great. I actually know a lot of call girls or, I know a little bit of everybody. I know dominatrixes. I know, you'd be surprised. People end up telling me things and asking me questions. I think it's all fascinating. So if you want to, great. I have no problem with it. Love it. And I also don't mean like physical manual labor, line work, or laying cement, or building things. This is more about allowing your body to be an energetic contribution. Okay, so what do I mean about an energetic contribution? Well, pretty much that's it. Because when we step out to create and generate money, what we tend to do is only pull from ourselves, whereas we actually have more available to us that would allow us more energy to create and generate money and be aware of it, what's required energetically, to become more aware of the ebbs and flow of money, ebbs and flow of possibility, what's required when, and things like that. Okay? So one of the first things that I suggest with this whole tips to help your body help you create the money is, first off, what we just did, truth, body. Do you desire to create and generate money? Do you desire to contribute to the creation and generation of finances? Okay. I'm going to ask you to do that with me really quickly. This first one we're going to do together. So everybody close your eyes unless you're driving. It's always my disclaimer. Close your eyes. Connect to your body. And just say hi. Hi, buddy. Okay? Nothing more is required than that. And then ask your body, truth. Do you desire to contribute to the creation and generation of your finances, of money? Remember, anything that is true for you will make you feel light. Anything that is heavy for you is a lie. Okay? Any of you are getting a hell yeah from your body? I did. First time I did that, my body was like, yeah, freak it does, because I like the finer things. So first thing to do is that, what we just did. Acknowledge your body and say, hey, and ask it, truth, do you desire to contribute to this? Your body says, yep. And then away you go. Okay? So we're going to take our first little break. When we come back, oh boy, yeah, I have more tips. I always do. All right, so I'm going to give you more tips on how to help your body, help you create and generate finances. All right, you're listening to Donnielle on Right Body for You on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer. It's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. Thank you for joining me now, in the past, or in the future. I'm always so honored every time you choose to listen to the radio show or play with me in any classes or any workshop or private session. I have so much stuff coming up, you guys. I'm so excited. I get to spend all of November in Europe. Oh, I'm so excited. I have the first weekend in November, I'm in Vienna. Vienna, I love Vienna. Doing a Right Body for You workshop, okay, which is 2.5 days of exploring possibilities. And what's really neat about an in-person class is you get to ask questions about what's going on for you. So we really get down into the dirty and shake loose some of the things that are limiting us in our body, okay? So I get to do a Right Body for You workshop in Vienna the first weekend in November. Then the second weekend in November, I'm in Manchester. I've never been to Manchester. I'm very excited. I love England, so I'm sure I'll love it. Doing a facelift class and a Being You with Your Body intro class. I'm really excited about that. And then in the third weekend in November, I am in London to do a Right Body for You workshop. I am so excited about that. I love London. So I get to play there again, doing the Right Body for You workshop. That's the third weekend in November. Then the fourth weekend in November, I am still in London. Oh, I know, it's so sad, right? I am still in London. We're going to do a Right Body for You 3-day body class, Access Consciousness 3-day body class. Woo! Maybe I'm in the future there. An Access Consciousness 3-day body class. You don't want to miss it. Every time I do a Right Body for You workshop, either like the one in Vienna and London, and then the people who go to a 3-day body class after that actually notice a difference and a change in how both they and their body receive the body processes. So please do check it out. You can go to Donnielle.com, DONNIELLE.com for all of that information if you would like, and dates, and to sign up. And if you don't want to wait that long to, play with me, I hope you do play with me and then. But if you want to play with me also before that, I just posted a brand new pop-up call. Every once in a while a topic hits me, and I'm like, yes, I get energy. Okay, hashtag energy's bitch. That's me. And I do a single 90-minute telecall on it to kind of shake loose some of the things. And this one's called The Safety of Rejection. Okay? It is, are you creating a body to be rejected? Are you rejecting other people before you're afraid of them rejecting you? So it's like we're going to explore this, the safety of rejection. And might not be our best choice. And what if we don't actually have to reject ourselves or anybody else, okay? It is $35, which is pretty dang cool. You get the recording. You get the a PDF of the clearings and the download. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So you can find it on Facebook. It's called The Safety of Rejection, okay? So check it out. All right. So today we're talking about, sorry, I'm trying to get the title exactly right. Tips to help your body help you create money, okay? And so the first thing I mentioned was, just asking your body. Truth, body desire to contribute to the Christian generation of finances. And at this point, I'm going to assume you got a yes. Like I said, I've done this in workshops all over the world, and I have yet to get anybody who says no. I know there's a few of you out there like, I got to know, really? Is that you and money, or is it your body and money? Okay? When you tap into the energy of your body with money, bodies don't have all the fun points of view about money that we do. I mean, admit it. Anybody else have a point of view or two about money? I sure do. I mean, heck, I use the tools. I use the tools to get over my point of view of that it's hard work, that you have to do a lot for it, that it only comes slowly, or, whatever it is. There's a lot of things out there in the world. So I use the tools to change this. And when I tap into me with money, it's one energy. When I tap into my body with money, it's a different energy. For me, it's so much more expansive and generative and possible. And I'm like, and I wasn't allowing my body to contribute to finances because why? Well, because I'm not always bright, let's admit it. And so I'll admit it. And so those of you I know, some of you may have gotten what you think is a no, but really look at the energy. Say you can do things like, okay, the energy of me, the infinite being, and money, and kind of cop that energetic feel that I talk about. And then, okay, the energy of my body and money, and cop an energetic feel. Okay? And you'll begin to notice that there is a difference in the energy. Okay? So for me, when I first started doing this, my body was like, heck yeah, I want to do this. I want to contribute to the Christian generation of finances, because guess what? I get the benefit from it. And I'm like, that was, interestingly enough, this was literally the conversation with my body. And I was like, what? My body was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, how do I do that? And from there was born these tips. So the first one is really just ask your body the question. So you could actually allow the energy to begin flowing. Because before this, how many of us had actually even considered allowing our body to energetically contribute to the Christian generation of our finances? Not a whole lot of us, right? So energetically, we had this wall, this block, this, nope, do not pass here, or big steel door, barrier, gate, that we weren't allowing our body to actually contribute to the Christian generation of our finances. Okay. So with the what we just did of asking our body, what we did is we allowed that gate, that wall, the big, the big steel drum, or, whatever it was that you had there, to dissipate, to leave. And so from that, the energy begins to flow. See, that's the great thing about allowing your body to contribute to the Christian generation of your finances, is it's not really hard work. There's not a daily mantra or something you have to say. Really, you just have to go, oh, body you want to create and generate and contribute? It's like, yeah. And it's, okay, cool. And really it starts from there because you're beginning to allow the energy to actually flow. Okay, because before we weren't allowing the energy to flow, but now we are. It's as simple as that. Okay, so how do we enhance that? How do we keep it going even more? How do we not let it just, the flow not be a little trickle, but actually to have it keep going and flowing and growing and more money and more money and more money and more money and more possibility and more, right? Well, this is where these other tips come in, okay? So one of the first ones is acknowledge that your body is a hedonistic creature, okay? Sorry, it really is. Acknowledge that your body is a hedonistic creature. What do I mean by that? And I know there's a lot of negative connotation out there about hedonism and things like that. But really, what I mean by a hedonistic creature, okay, is somebody or something, which in this case is your body, who enjoys life, has pleasure in things, okay? Hedonism, actually, get this, you guys, in hedonism, the original origin is pleasure. The doctrine that pleasure or happiness is the highest good in life, okay? And so also we expand this definition to talk about kind of a tactile things that make you happy, things that are make you glow with possibility, things that energetically make you purr, right? Like a kitty when it's happy, it purrs. Well, for me, when I acknowledge that my body is a hedonistic creature, what I mean by that is it enjoys taste, textures, flavors, interactions. It enjoys so many different things. And so you really want to acknowledge that your body is a hedonistic creature. And in that, for me, example, my body likes really soft sheets. Oh, not scratchy sheets, but really soft sheets that just kind of, it feels like you're putting on a big fuzzy glove or something, when you slide into it. And my body just likes to purr and goes, oh, thank you, nice soft sheets. Well, sometimes those nice soft sheets, well, first of all, they cost money in general. And then sometimes they cost even more money, okay? And so I'm like, hey, you know what, body? Do you want these soft, nice sheets? Please help contribute to the creation and generation of finances. And my body's like, absolutely, let's go. Or, I do a lot of traveling. I know, shocking, right? I do a lot of traveling. And for longer flights, like overseas or overnight, my body likes business class seats, the kind that lay down, okay? Because if my body is going to be in a plane for 8 to 17 hours, true story, I've done all of those, my body wants the seat that'll recline, that can get some sleep. Well, guess what? Those first class and business class seats cost a little more. So I'm like, body, do you want to contribute to the creation and generation of the business class seats as we travel? And I was like, heck yeah, because, and I benefit from that. And so that is also the little hedonistic creature that my body is, okay? And so what we're doing with this is not to say make you a snob, not to make you be like have to have first class anything really. It's just to get you to start looking at and acknowledging the things that your body does like, the textures, the touch, the flavor. Like my body loves good food. My body doesn't like bland food. It likes good, nice tasting, well-prepared food. Like steak, loves when other people cook steak. Okay, that might be me because I'm not that good at cooking steak. Okay, so when, go out to a steak dinner, well, that costs money as well, right? And so in that, and it is often about the textures, because you know how I said my body loves really soft sheets? Well, what's interesting is my body doesn't actually really like really soft towels. My body kind of likes a towel with a slight edge to it, a slight rough. Like when it gets out of the bath and, you know, I rub it down with a towel. I mean, obviously not a sandpaper towel, but something with a little, you know, roughness to it. It feels kind of like when you get a salt scrub, a salt scrub or whatever on your skin. It kind of feels like that. It feels good, kind of a stimulation of the skin. So it's really about acknowledging your body as a hedonistic creature and finding out what your body likes, how your body likes it, and then being able to have the finances to choose that, no matter what that looks like. Okay, so when you acknowledge that your body is a hedonistic creature, your body goes, okay, I'll help create that because you know what? I like it. Okay, so remember, it's about the energy of it all. So first tip is to not acknowledge that your body is a hedonistic creature, however that shows up, okay? All right, we're going to take our next quick little break. When we come back, I'll have at least 2 more tips for helping your body help you create and generate finances, okay? All right, you're listening to Donnielle on Right Body for You on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
What would you say if I told you that you could change your life in only 1 hour and all while lying down relaxing? Thousands of people all over the world have. What am I talking about? It's called Access Consciousness, the bars. The bars is an energetic body process that contains 32 different points on your head that when run assist you in releasing decisions about any area of your life that you have made solid and as a result cannot change. The bars is the first class in Access Consciousness, a dynamic set of tools and information designed to transform any area of your life. When you have a bars session, the worst that can happen is you feel like you had a fantastic massage. The best thing that can happen is your whole life could change. Go to accessconsciousness.com today to find a facilitator to schedule a private session or to find a bars class in your area. Are you willing to give yourself an hour to change your life?
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. I'm your host, Donnielle. Thank you for joining me today in the past, in the present, or in the future. Today we're talking about tips to help your body help you create and generate money. Okay? So, the first thing we did is really acknowledge that it's an energetic contribution. If you do line work or some of the oldest profession in the world work, great. Have fun with that. But including your body into the creation generation of your finances, good thing I don't talk for a living, right? Goes past that. It includes so much more than actually physically using your body, okay? I'm talking about also energetically allowing your body to contribute to the creation and generation of your finances, okay? So the first one was to have a conversation with your body and say, hey, body, do you desire to help the creation generation of your finances? And the bodies are like, heck yeah, because I get the benefit of it. Okay, so my body has a sassy voice today, apparently. And then after that, to enhance that, because meditation allows the energy to actually start flowing out into the universe. And then to enhance that flow, one of the first ones was to acknowledge that your body is a hedonistic creature. Okay? That your body will enjoys taste, textures, flavors. Yes, sometimes it's the finer things in life. Sometimes it's not about that. Like, my body loves plastic pudding. Loves it. There's just something about, and what I mean by plastic pudding, I don't mean like the little kids' toys of like, it's a lump of plastic pudding. No. What I'm talking about is like mass marketed pudding that can sit on a shelf without being refrigerated because it has so much like crap in it and chemicals to keep it going. Plastic pudding, right? That's what I call it. My body loves it. Now, that's not very expensive and it's, kind of lower class, darling. And my body loves it. So acknowledging that your body is not acknowledging your body as a hedonistic creature is not about making you a snob. Not about making you only the finer things. Only if it costs $10 million will it be acceptable to me and my body. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about acknowledging that your body's a hedonistic creature for the things that it likes, taste, textures, flavors, that brings it pleasure, that makes it want to purr, that makes it happy, and then you get happy as well, okay? Because that's one of the things about this is there's the symbiotic relationship between you and your body. So when you acknowledge that your body's a hedonistic creature and give it the taste, textures, flavors, whatever it is that it enjoys, whether it be comfortable chairs and seats on planes or your living room to plastic pudding or truffle. Oh, my body loves truffles. Ooh, which is on the end of the more expensive spectrum as well, right? So it really just depends on what makes your body happy, what makes your body purr, sing. Because what that does is then it actually enhances the energy your body can contribute and is putting out into the universe that will actually give you more energy to pull from for the creation generation of your finances. Okay? Which leads me to my second tip. Yeah, I think I'm just talking. Nope. This leads me to my second tip, which is pamper your body. Okay? What do I mean by that? Just do things to be nice to it. I would love to say do something 1 hour a day and for one full day a week to pamper you and your body. I would love to say that. And I'm one of the worst at actually following through on that. So, it could be one of those do as I say, not as I do things. But no, I do take care of my body, okay? So pamper your body however it would like to show up. Like yesterday I did a back-to-back, facilitated that Zoom call I did. And we had, between 85 and 100 people on that. And then I went straight into facilitating a Right Body For You facilitator call because I'm the creative producer for Right Body For You as well. So I went straight into that. So it was back to back to back, a lot of intensity, a lot of just stress. Not stress as in, oh my gosh, I can't handle this, just a lot of presence, a lot of intensity, a lot of people, a lot of questions, boom, 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 boom. It was a very intense couple of hours. And so afterwards I got off and I'm like, whew, body, what do you require? Because as I was facilitating all of this stuff, my body was affected. See, that's the other thing we really want to look at with this is it also affects our body, things like this. It's not just our brain. It's not just the infinite being. But my body was a little tired after all of that with all I was being and doing and being intense with and present with. So when I got done, my body was like, I need some TLC. I'm like, yeah, you do. What would you like, body? My body like, I would really, really love a pedicure. And I'm like, okay, well, let me see if the pedicure place nearby happens to have a spot available because it's usually really busy. And so when you call the day of, they're like, oh, we can get you in tomorrow or whatever. And I'm like, hey, what would it take? And well, what no, my cheeky, cheesy, hedonistic creature of a body, this is what it created. So I thought, well, I'll at least call. It's 2:00 in the afternoon. Who knows? So I called and I'm like, hey, I was wondering if you have time for a pedicure. They're like, well, when are you looking? I'm like, anytime between now and close. And they're like, can you come in right now? It's like, yes, I can. So within 20 minutes of being done with all these really intense calls, I was in a pedicure chair, my feet soaking, and just releasing, and my body was like, oh. And it was so amazing because what occurred when I was able to pamper my body like that, after the pedicure, I was like, yay. And I was able to come back and do hours upon hours of more work, computer work and stuff that was required because I refreshed my body. I pampered my body. And guess what? All of the work and stuff I do generates money in some way. Future money, now money, whatever it is, it's generating money in some way. Okay? So pamper your body. Because if I hadn't taken that moment to give my body a pedicure, if I had been like, no, I will have to toughen this up, this stuff has to get done, it has to be done now, and I'll do it later, I'll take care of my body later, blah, 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 blah. Trust me, the way my body was feeling, I wouldn't have been able to be even half as efficient or creative or anything as I was when I returned to my computer later. Okay? So really, again, remember, it's about the energy of all of this. And so when you're willing to pamper your body, whether it's in the middle of the day, an hour a day, or taking a full spa day, for me, no, that would be my body going a full spa day. Sounds really nice. Who knows? It could be playing with your dog, playing with your kids. It could be going to a movie. It could be going to, move your body some way, go swing. I know people who go swing, and it's one of their favorite things for their body to do. You could go jogging, swimming, whatever it is. If you take that time to pamper your body actually has more energy to contribute to you, more ease to contribute to you in the Christian generation of your finances. Because all of you know this. Anybody else ever stayed up really late working on some project? Yes, I'm assuming lots of you are raising their hands because I'm raising my hand. Our body does require sleep occasionally, a couple hours at least, right? And so when we push our body often will contribute that to us. But you've noticed the difference in the middle of the night when you're working late, when you're working with your body versus forcing your body. And how much more creative are you when you're working with your body than forcing your body to do something? Okay, so this is what part of this creation and generation is allowing your body to contribute to the creation and generation of your finances. It's really what this is about, is working with your body and not forcing your body. And one of the ways of working with your body is to pamper it, to take care of it, to be nice to it, so that it's actually more present for you to be able to create and generate your life that hopefully somewhere will end up in creation of money if that's what you desire. Okay, so we're going to take our last little break. When we come back, I think I still have at least 2 more tips. They just started coming. My body was like, here we go. I'm like, okay, body. All right, so I will share those tips when we come back. This is Donnielle. You're listening to Right Body for You on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
What if you really do change molecules by your interaction with them? What if the change you've been looking for is right before your eyes? What if the uncomfortableness that comes with difference could be fun? What if the closed-minded people of the world no longer determined our world? What if gratitude trumps judgment every time? What if your kindness healed the world? What if the earth is asking for your help? And what if you had the resources to give it? This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Picasso, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Aristotle all knew to be true. Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. What if there are no dumb questions, or any question too large? What if you being you are the gift and the change this world requires? Is now the time? For more questions to create a change in your world, sign up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. My gift to you, beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. I'm your host, Donnielle. Thank you for listening now, in the past, in the present, or the future. And today we're talking about tips to help your body, help you create and generate finances, money. Okay? And so we've really been exploring the different ways to ramp up that possibility and what will actually help your body create and generate that energy even more. Okay? And the tip I shared before the break was pampering your body, taking care of it when it requires it. And even if it doesn't require, maybe just a little extra pampering in the day could go a long way. You never know, but really take care of your body. Because as my mom used to say, if you didn't have a body, where else would you live? You don't have anywhere else to live without your body, right? How much of this reality would you miss without a body? Okay? So take care of your body so it feels better, so you'll feel better, so that you can actually, it's more than, oh great, take care of my body so I can work more. That's not it. It's also about taking care of your body so that you work more constructively, more easily. And I'm not even saying more efficiently, because that's a whole different animal. But with more ease, more fun, more joy, more possibility. Like when I was talking about with me and the pedicure yesterday. Yeah, I could have been efficient and got the same amount done, but it wouldn't have been easeful. It wouldn't have been joyful. It would have been from force. It would have been from, I have to get this done, I have to get this done, I have to get this done. And guess what I've discovered is when you do work with, I have to get this done, I have to get this done, well, guess what energy you're actually pouring into those creations? Force, not fun. And people out there, whether they're acknowledge they're energetically aware or not, are aware of that. And they pick up on that energy. Okay? So taking care of your body actually helps shift and change the energy around your projects so that they're more appealing to other people. I know, it's interesting, but you know me, I'm all about the energy, copying that energetic feel, right? And for me, copying that energetic feel on projects begins right at the moment of creation of it. What energy are you and your body being with that creation right then? Okay, so please start looking at that. Okay, so one of the next tips I have is educate yourself about money. I know, I'm sorry, I said the word educate, brought up school and all that kind of stuff. But have you ever had a tense conversation about money or taxes or what you're supposed to do with I have money, I don't have money, or I have to pay bills, I don't have any money? Well, look what happens to your body with all of those conversations. Your body gets tense, your body gets stressed, your body it doesn't have a good time with it. And so what's interesting is you actually tense your body up and exhaust it when you're uneducated or you don't know. Anytime you contract your universe, your body contracts as well. And I mean, I won't even get into the chemicals and things like that or endorphin, blah, 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 blah. But just your body tenses and you exhaust it. So I know it sounds interesting, but one of the best ways to help your body contribute to the Christian generation of your finances is to educate yourself about money so you don't get into that fight or flight, that angst, that trauma, drama, that, panic, I have to do this, okay? So educate yourself about money, okay? And then really one of the last ones with this is know you're not alone, okay? So many times we look to other things outside of ourselves to help or support or contribute to. But if you start to acknowledge you are not alone in the Christian generations of your finances, for me, this is one of the biggest things that changed the tide for me. The best friend, the support, the thing that always had my back that I was always looking for was my body. And this is just one aspect of how my body had my back, was being there to contribute to the creation and generation of your finances. So know you're not alone in this. You are not alone in the creation generation of finances. It's not all up to you. Your body is there contributing as well if you will allow it. Okay? So you are not alone. That is one of the biggest gifts your body can give you, and not just with your finances, but so much else. You are not alone. Okay? You are not alone. What else is possible to create and generate when you allow your body to be the contribution that it desires to be? Okay? So there you go. Tips to help your body help you contribute to the creation and generation of your finances. Talk to your body. Acknowledge it and ask it if it would like to. Acknowledge that it's a hedonistic creature. Pamper your body. Yay. Educate yourself about money. And know you're not alone. So I do hope you listen to this radio show again. There was a lot of information shared energetically as well, as my cheeky body likes to do on these radio shows. It likes to share energetically with your body as well. So please do listen to it again, see what things that can shift and change for you. And I hope to hug your body in the near future in a class. I'm doing the Right Body for You workshop in Vienna, first weekend in November, in London, the third weekend in November. And then I'll be in Manchester doing an Access Energetic Facelift and a Being You with Your Body intro class on the second week of November. Then the fourth weekend in November, I am in London doing an Access Consciousness 3-day body class, which I'm very excited about. So please do check that out. You can go to Donnielle.com, DONNIELLE.com. DONNIELLE.com to learn more about that. And then you can also learn more about the pop-up telecall I'm doing. It's a single telecall, 90 minutes. You get all the Access Consciousness verbal processing that we'll be doing in it, plus the written PDF, plus a recording of the call. And the call is called, it's a lot of words, The Safety of Rejection. Are you creating your body to be rejected? Are you rejecting other people before they can reject you or what you think will reject you? Is that the safety net you've created? Is I'm going to reject before I get rejected. So you can check that out. You can find the event on Facebook, and it should be on my website here hopefully soon, Donnielle.com. But please do check it out. It's an interesting subject about how we create rejection of other people so we don't get rejected and we don't get hurt. So that's why we called it the safety of rejection. What are you using rejection for that you didn't expect? And if it's time for a private session with me, which I love to do and you get a recording of them, please check out my website, Donnielle.com, and you can find out how to schedule one with me. I can do them all over the world over phone, Skype, whatever it is, okay? So check it out, Donnielle.com. And thank you for exploring this with me. I always have a great time with you guys. Make it a fun week, a happy week. Enjoy your body because it's enjoying you. And I hope to see you back here next week because guess what? I'll be here. So I hope you are too. And until then, everyone, have fun.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. We hope you and your body will join us. Until then, have fun.